Susie here.
And John, and welcome to the channel. If you haven't already done so, please sure to subscribe if you want to learn how to start and grow your first successful blog with us, who like to help you out. In today's video, we're going to talk about 11 different digital product ideas you can launch in minimal time. If you feel like you need to go into a cave and write a whole novel, a whole epic poem before you can get out into the marketplace and sell it and make a little bit of money, listen to this video. It's gonna be so helpful. Susie's got the first one up and running. What you got for us, Susie?
Awesome. So these are printables that I see all over the internet that I myself have sold online and my students have sold, and they do really, really well. So I hope this video gives you ideas so that right after you can take action and start making money, okay? By selling these printables. First one is planners. People feel a little bit out of control, and when they buy a planner, they feel a little bit more in control. So planners for mom life, planners for homeschooling, planners for fitness, you name it, you can make a planner about it, all right? And you can make it into your specific niche. And John has
an iPad, but the point of that was
he's bringing something in
would
here.
you like one? But I know as a dude, as a guy, I always think like planners, who buys that? Who's gonna go and print it all out? And I know there's two different schools of thought. Like some people like to print it out, put it in their own 3-ring binder and work with it. I still like buying planners because I'll put it onto like a notepad app or Notability and be able to use it digitally on my phone or my iPad as well. So even if you feel like, why would I make a printable? It doesn't have to actually be printed to still be useful.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
You can use a program called PDF Escape to actually make it editable online. So if your readers don't want to print it out, that's a little side note, they can just use it online. So number 2
is all about calendars. So I was a project manager back in the corporate world. I'm all about trying to manage things and see how we're gonna get through the day, through the week, through the month, whatever the case might be. And also kind of going along with planners, calendars help people feel in control. Yeah. And depending on what you do, if you work as a part of a big team, part of a big family, if you're a solopreneur, whatever the case might be, you would have specific needs in what would be perfect for you or for your audience. So never feel like the calendar market is too oversaturated. You can always find a way to find those unique circles of people, whether they are parents, whether they are working professionally, working, at the home, whatever the case might be, there'll be specific needs in a calendar you could offer to them.
And calendars always need to be refreshed. So every day goes by and every year they need a new calendar. So for calendars you can make a year-long calendar, a weekly calendar, a month at a glance calendar, a family organizational calendar, all kinds of weird, cool calendars. All right,
It's a lot of calendars.
Number 3, I told you there's a lot of ideas here, is coloring pages. And not only for kids, but for adults too. It's very soothing, it's very kind of meditative to go and sit down with beautiful pens or crayons or watercolors and color a picture. So if you're good at graphic design, you can create your own coloring pages, or you can ask somebody on Fiverr for a favor to create coloring pages for you. Those really work, and if you have a couple, they can be a great opt-in. If you have a whole bunch, it could be a small mini product. Number 4, educational pages.
Wow. She's on a roll, guys.
Homeschooling, right? Everybody's working from home, everybody's virtual schooling. What type of homeschooling pages or educational pages can you make to help the students that maybe are transitioning back to school or doing virtual school or doing homeschooling? Math, science, English, 1st grade, 2nd grade, 4th grade. There's such a wide variety of educational pages that you can create. It's a huge market, right?
And also, on that
Thank
one,
you.
I'll let you take a little breath there. Math and science, obviously there's plenty you can do there, but you can also bring in your own topics, your own thing. So for example, over the last summer, we built an online store for our daughter to actually make and sell her own products so we could teach her a bit about business. And any one of those activities we did, physically, you can also find educational pages and come up with to teach whatever is passionate to you and help teach that to the next generation, which is just a beautiful thing.
Yes, so on that, I'm actually creating my own educational pages because I can't find them for teaching Afrikaans to your kids.
What now?
So, yeah.
Who's that?
So about 8 million people worldwide speak Afrikaans. It's I'm natively from South Africa. I want to pass on the language to my kids so that I can speak with them in Afrikaans. John's almost fluent in it.
Nitabiki.
So I'm creating my own Afrikaans educational pages for my kids. I'm probably not going to sell them, but I would probably just give them away because it's such a small market. Maybe it's not. So leave a comment if you want a copy of those pages.
Spy lekker.
All right,
Next.
number 5, wallpapers and prints. They could be digital ones for like your iPhone or your iPad or your computer, or they could actually be physical prints that people print out and put all over their house. You know, the beautiful little sayings like gather or
Power words.
home is where the best memories are made. I actually have that on my wall. Different types of pretty font prints like that.
That's fantastic. All right,
Thank
so
you.
number 6 is all about money, budgeting, printables, finance trackers. You know, you need a budget, that type of stuff.
I need a budget.
We all need a budget. Actually, you know, true story. No matter what level you're at, whether you're just getting started and you're just trying to figure out your, you know, paying off your debt and whatever the case might be, or if you're running a business that's doing well, breaking it down to the simplicity of like having a tracker and putting it down. We're actually implementing it again in our business just to kind of keep track of things because we've gone high tech and we always come back to low tech when it comes to managing important things like budgets and finances. So those can be awesome opportunities depending on what industry you are in. What's next?
Organizational guides. Another way, like guys, you're hearing this pain point over and over. People feel out of control. I know a lot of times for me, when my house is a mess, I'm a mess, and I go into rage cleaning. And
It's lovely. Sometimes I make her angry just because the floors could use a little spot change.
and then the whole house is spotless, right? That's where my angry energy goes into cleaning the dishes in the kitchen, but as loudly as possible so that everybody notices. But organizational like guides and printables really to help me like what should be in my garage, what should be in my pantry, like how do I go through step by step to organize my house so I'm not so overwhelmed. We've all run into this issue where we go into a closet and we're like, I'm going to organize it, and we unpack everything, and then we stand there and we're like, what have I done? How do I fix this? All right, so help us, people that are really good at organizing, being minimalist, help us not get so overwhelmed.
I love it. And to go along with that, mindset guides is number 8. So whether these are devotionals or journal prompts or creative writing exercises, whatever you need to offer, because as we're all going through, and what's beautiful about mindset guides is you can be as little as one little question, one thought-provoking question with a whole bunch of writing lines down below it. And people value that because it gives them some structure to help them become more intentional, more mindful, more self-care, all those fun buzzwords that are, true and needed in this day and age. You can actually help people do that and create an awesome, easy, and replicable product over and over again in the same breath.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I like that. I've seen that at Target at the dollar spot where there's a little book with, it just has a quote at the top and then lines, and it's just this journal, and I bought it because it was pretty cool, and I'm like, it's going to help me just digest all my thoughts. All right, so with that, like a daily devotional prayer guide, if we want to go more faith-centered, I was actually browsing online last night for something to help our daughter get ready for confirmation. So I'm going to buy this big printable pack to help her get ready to receive the first time, and I think it's going to be really awesome. So anything faith-related, there's a lot of education that goes along with that as well.
Totally. Now, number 10 is project planners. So especially if you're getting your blog started, there is no shortage of ways to help people plan their content, schedule out their social media, but also outside of the world of digital marketing. Like if you're a homeschooler, if you're just any kind of parent, there's so many projects, so many things to do, camping trips, adventures, road trips. Can be more than trips, but all the projects we all have. Cleaning the garage. We did a huge renovation in our garage, at least huge for us. We're not really reno people.
No.
And we lost a lot of time because we didn't exactly know what the next step was. So having the project planners can be hugely valuable.
Yes. And last one is trackers. Workout trackers, birthday trackers, school trackers, habit trackers, reward trackers for kids.
Trackers.
Tracker trackers, chore trackers. Guys, there's a lot of trackers. People want to keep that momentum going. They don't want to break the chain, right? If they make a little mark every day, you kind of build that like habit, and you're like, oh, now I have accountability. If I don't have a check mark on today, then it's going to it's not going to look that great. So you'll keep doing your 10 push-ups, you'll keep doing your chores, your workout, whatever it is. Yes.
That's fantastic. So that is 11. Just to recap really fast, just running through them. Planners, calendars, coloring pages, educational activities, wallpapers, budgeting and finance related items, organization guides, mindset guides, devotionals and planners, project planners, trackers, anything. Like the common thread that I see going through this whole list is helping people get control of the chaos. Yeah. And everybody's life has chaos in it, right? That's just how things go when it gets more complex over time. I think it's called entropy. Anyways, so the whole goal with the Printables idea is to give people actionable resources that they can really use. It's not just some theoretical big fluffy course. It's reality. Like you download this, you use it as it's intended, and you can help get control over some of the chaos that happens in all of our lives. So what should the next step be if somebody's interested, they don't quite know how to make all these things?
Awesome.
I don't.
Thank you. Yeah, printables are fantastic. They're easy to create and to sell. And like, if you have the skills, you can do it today and start selling them today. So I have a course called Printables by Number, taken by thousands of students. Links below in the description. If you don't know anything about printables and you don't know how to create them, get into Printables by Number. It's also going to tell you how to create them, how to sell them, and how to market them. If you already know kind of the system of selling and creating printables, get the Printable Power Pack, right? It's 70 pages of printable templates that you can use right now and resell to your audience. Tweak them a little bit, make it look perfectly branded to you, and go ahead and sell it on your blog or your social channel, wherever you are.
Yeah, I love the Power Pack because so many times you have the information, but you can't put it together in an aesthetically pleasing package that can sell. So that's where the Power Pack comes in, because it's broken down by category, different types, and you just plug and play the content, and now you have something totally customized for you, your brand, and your audience that you can then turn around and sell, which is pretty cool. And I've got technical tutorials and all of that to show you how to set it all up and how to push that publish button.
Awesome. Thank you. So thank you guys for listening. I hope this was really helpful. Please leave a comment, subscribe, check out the products, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye.